Yo, 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 yo. Let's see if we can get the chat up. No, it's just blank. There it is. Okay. We're back. Solid. Okay. So, this is just, consider this like an introduction to moi, a good old sandalwood grip. So, back in the day, um, I went to college and I got a degree in, what was my, like, information studies and media or something like that. I have no idea what my undergrad, it was like telecommunications, information studies and media. That's what it was. So that was my degree way back in 2009. And I didn't, I also got a specialization in game design and development. And I took, a few game design courses and a couple of games and participated in a couple of game jams. And I sort of realized fairly quickly that I was not very excited about like making the games. Like the mathematics involved was more than I really felt like digging into at the time. Which like is like you should absolutely do that. You should absolutely make games and do the hard stuff to learn about everything. But I wasn't really into it at the time. I was much more interested in, like, I had loved comics for forever. I had collected comics and I was actively collecting comics at the time. And there was sort of this like I didn't really see a career in games for me at the time, even though I was so excited about games and I loved playing video games. Um, yeah, I didn't really see like a career for me because I wasn't a developer. Or like that didn't feel like the path for me. And obviously, I didn't know anything about game development at the time. So I decided to go into comics. And one of my professors, one of my friends, what I wouldn't call this professor a friend then, but I would say that like if we were to hang out now, I think we would be very friendly. Um, he knew Ryan Panagos, who is Agent M, and I don't know his role now. We could look him up. But he was the digital guy at Marvel. And so my professor was like, "Hey, I got this kid. He really likes comic books. He is sort of invested in this comic space and this digital space. He's got a degree. Um, like you should hire him." And so I did end up getting an internship. And this internship was really cool. I think it was the summer of 2009. And the summer of 2009, I believe, is when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was coming out on 360. I want to say that's true. It's been a while. But basically, like I really like comics. I had a ton of fun setting up articles and writing cool stuff for them and like interviewing creators and like doing all the stuff that needed to be done as an intern. It wasn't like you didn't get the sexiest work, but then like I did get to interview a bunch of cool people. I think I interviewed like Sign of Grace and I honestly it's been so long and this is 15 years 16 years ago. But what was cool is they had these like video games and these fighting games coming out, or at least sort of trickling out, and that's where I felt like I could really like I love fighting. So MVC2 came out. I expressed interest in like writing a bunch of pieces for it. I think I did. They're lost to history. I mean, actually using the Wayback Machine because I can't find any of my articles. They've revamped their site so many times in the past. That, like everything just gets chomped by the machine. But this is vanilla. This is vanilla 360 release for Marvel vs. Capcom, and I pitched them after I was after I'd left my internship, after I'd left New York City and went back to college to get my master's degree in digital writing, excuse me, in professional writing and digital rhetoric, I ended up freelancing for them. So I didn't end up like getting hired full time, which would have been really cool. My girlfriend at the time, now my wife, probably wouldn't have been too happy with me having to stay in New York City. We would have made it work, maybe. But I ended up doing this whole thing where I would like anytime a fighting game or a video game was coming up, I would pitch stories. And so one of the big things that I did for this particular moment in time is, hey, can I do a series of pieces pitting heroes and villains, like Marvel characters versus Capcom characters? And I was like, we can make it like a contest to get player engagement. We can turn on like we'll have comments on. We can see who readers think would win. And we would include like at this point in time, like I think right around this time, I would basically tie every showdown to the character like reveal videos, or reveal videos that showed a whole bunch of actual gameplay for the characters. And like this was super cool. Like this to me was like, this is what I loved. I loved being able to write about fighting games and about comics at the same time. So like this was really being able to write like these like here's my name. That's always really fun to see when I go back and look at this stuff. Like the writing is hard to read now. I don't know if I've gotten a lot better than this, but I've gotten at least a little bit better. Yeah, like the thing that's most interesting to me is the play style. So like I didn't have the game at the time. I think I had played it at like New York City like I'd played it in NYCC like once or twice. You know, I'd sat at the cab for a little bit with some other folks. But like Wolverine, Magneto is primarily a rushdown character specializing in quick normal attacks that lead to big combos, right? And I also had like my knowledge of MVC2 at the time to sort of back me up. But this was like, yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know if any of this would like. I just used the video. And kind of like called out what I saw, and I kind of just hoped it went well. So like, yeah, electromagnetic disruptor. I don't. Is that even the name of the move? Like, it looks like it is. Yeah, it's fast, incredibly quick, punishing almost any whiffed attack while doing great chip damage. That's true. Triangle jump, incredibly fast. So there's stuff that like I should have been better about. Like stuff like incredibly fast and incredibly quick. Like that is like sloppy writing. Like I could have used any word here that would also mean incredibly. Helps him pressure the opponent mercilessly. Like there was some cool stuff. His magnetic shockwave OTG and it's useful as a DHC, comma. But really, Magneto is all about the intimidation. You don't rule for 10 years without developing a monstrous reputation. Like I get what I was trying to say there. Like that's kind of cool. So then I had to use like the partial moves from the MVC3 like Facebook page. I believe this was the voting thing back in the day. Or maybe this was, yeah, it must have been. Right? Or maybe that was the voting thing. The voting thing was up here. Or false. Oh, that would have been sick if it somehow saved the results. I don't know what was here. Maybe maybe this might have been a video here. Yeah, this might have been like his video. Then I had Arthur. Now I had played I had never played. That's not true. I had tried Ghosts and Goblins back in the day. Yeah, I think this was like fun. This was really fun. So like, does this hold up? He doesn't have a dash or an air dash, and his double jump doesn't really add too much to his game. Like I would say that's probably false, at least about the double jump. You get extra stuff off of his goddess bracelet, gives him like I think that adds a ton to his game, especially if he didn't have one. I think he would be a much worse character. It allows for much more interesting setups, much more interesting combos. I think he's a much better character with the double jump. So wrong, wrong there. Um, yo, Jason, what's going on, brother? You may be true. That may be true. I think they could do both, but Magneto having one of the sexiest tri jumps in the history of Marvel, like the man's a rushdown character. Like he could zone, but he's only got one zoning tool, the disruptor. And then he's in the third game he has the repulsion, so he could technically zone, but no, dude, this guy, no, he's all rushdown. He's not a zoning character at all. He can zone, but he is built for rushdown. So this this bit about Arthur, I felt like felt pretty good. Um, yeah, if you play him right, you might not need to move much at all, which I thought was cool because like his level three X Factor, right? All you have to do is throw lances. Like you don't have to move. If you catch a hit with level three X Factor lance, like they're dead as long as you can keep up the timing and the cadence. So I thought that was kind of cool. Very meaty sword strikes with surprising range. His down heavy was nuts. That low, I think it was a low, right? That had some serious oomph to it. What was that down medium? I can't remember. Um, Surprising range. Goddess bracelet. Hyper does tons of damage. It lets Arthur move around while firing ultra fast projectiles and can be gotten. So like, I wasn't really going too hard here. I think I loved the comments though back in the day. Like, Magneto will turn Arthur into a tin can. Like, I definitely, yeah. Arthur got owned by Magneto in episode 3. Like, okay, yeah, that's true. Another smashing victory for Marvel. Didn't see it coming. Like, yeah, this was really fun. Um, I have who else do I have on here? So it turns out that the Wayback Machine allows you to click on a whole bunch of this. So we're gonna do that real quick because I want to see some of these other ones. I think it'd just be fun to see which ones we've actually. So I released these once a day, every day, for a good chunk of time. I think I did it for almost every character. Yeah, I did it for so many. I did it for so many. Um, did I write any of these other ones? Hold on. Phoenix and Haggard join Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Some of these were done as just like normal pieces that were done by um like just standard boilerplate text and stuff. I wanted to do all of these. Yeah, so this one there's no byline. It was just staff just like churning these out. Typically like this is like a press release or something. We would chop these up, grind these out pretty quickly. Okay, so who's next? We're going to be calling out some of the writing that I did as like garbage. I'm not offended. Uh, Amaterasu. So okay, so I was the these were not great. This was not a great one. After angering his father Odin, the Lord of Asgard, Thor was sentenced to living among mortals in the body of Donald Blake in hopes of him finding humility. Like the writing is just bad. Um, but Thor needs to get in close to do damage, comma. But when he gets in there, watch out. That's absolutely true. Right? Like Thor is like once he gets in, if he lands that mighty what is it? Mighty Hurricane, um, yeah, you're like fucking dead. Mighty Strike and Mighty Smash can help him close the distance while attacking, and if Mighty Smash, you get a free ground bounce for free punishment. So again, yeah, I shouldn't be using free and free. Mighty Tornado command grab. Was it Mighty Tornado? Heavy Street Fighter Virtual, I'd be a grappler with better speed and combo, but less health for balancing. Dude, I'm all about the grapplers. You know that. You know me. I'm a Shazam main. I feel like Shazam main has like I feel like you're talking about Shazam. You'd be a grappler with better speed and potential. Like that's Shazam. He has way better speed. He's so fast. He can teleport. He's got a sick grab. You're talking about Shazam. You should play Shazam. You get a free ground bounce. Freaks landing that first. His 8-way air dash can be cancelled, helping surprise enemies. His mighty thunder hyper is incredibly versatile. Yeah, this is not a good depiction. Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. How are you grappling with? I mean, I guess Jiu-Jitsu is that's a grappling. That's a grappling. Okay. I had only watched my friend play Okami, so I did a lot of like research into these. Not a lot, but enough to write up a little blurb. I liked being able to say like Amy. I thought that was cool. I had never heard that, and then I saw people on the internet calling her Amy, and I was like, that's so friggin' cute. I did like that I kind of picked up, like, again, Amy had so many, and she had so many options in the game. She had such a unique play style. Um, yeah, I really liked Amy's stuff. I couldn't play her, but I thought she was so unique. Um, 3 different sets of normals. I called that out, which was great. Cold Star Projectile was such a good assist. I loved watching Amy in Marlin Pie's hands. That was such a treat. That dude was a beast. Um, Keep away with Cold Star, Rosary Bead normals, Reflector, Glaive, OTG Hyper Madness. It's crazy that she only had one damaging super. Or excuse me, she only had one level 1 that hurt people. Cool move. Her instant full screen Okami Shuffle does great damage, and her tiny hitbox. Yeah, oh for sure, dude. Any game that has a grappler who's fun, like I almost bought MK1 just because of Reiko. Like now that he has an air grab, I want to play MK1 again. Not going to, but I want to. Like I just want to do combos with him. I just want to grab people. I'm with you, Jake. I'm with you. Her tiny hitbox go right over her head. That is super true. So I think I didn't really say enough about her to talk about her competitive viability. I don't think I got anything wrong. I was pretty safe with these. Okay, who's next? Trish and Storm. Okay, so obviously this is I would say that this is one of the closer fights here. Storm being an Omega level mutant, and then Trish being a like nigh unkillable demon, or she's a half demon, right? Um, this is when she was married to T'Challa too, so that's kind of cool. Again, back in the day, just kind of dating myself or dating these pieces. This is when she was queen. No Oxford comma here. What the hell was I doing? I love the Oxford comma. Um, okay, so this was kind of cool. Like Storm looks a lot slower than her god tier MVC2 incarnation. But she's kept a lot of her old tricks. Whirlwind and Double Typhoon keep enemies to the far side of the screen. Awesome Hailstone Hyper for big chip or big damage. Great for their astounding aerial capability. So she was like, she has great air mobility. But I would say like she's not like that's how she lands her hit. In Injustice, I'd be more like Bane, less meter reliant, and a command grab that's mid. High-low specific throws kind of hurt Shazam and Cheetah. Absolutely true. Absolutely, Jason. But you know what? If you know how to abuse the down 2 in Injustice, man, you can land so much extra shit. Combine those traits with her astounding aerial capabilities and her extremely useful Lightning Storm Hyper. And Storm takes complete control of the skies. Okay, didn't capitalize lightning. So I had people editing this with me. I don't think I was making these. I don't think I was putting these into the CMS back in the day. So this like Storm feels fine to me. I think she was slower, like noticeably slower than her MVC2 incarnation, but if she had to be. She had crazy good air mobility. She still had her float. She still has her float. People are still playing MVC3. Bro, Storm is not a zoner. Storm is in no way a zoner in either MVC2 or MVC3. No way. Storm is a rushdown character. You don't have a tri jump and that godly jump H to just throw lightning balls. She doesn't even have that many good. She has Whirlwind, the horizontal one. She has the big guy, and then she has the little zaps. Like, no. No way she's supposed to be a zoner. She is rushdown, tried and true. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember anything about this write up for Trish. Um, Now this is like, I feel like this was actually well written. Fast and agile, Trish traverses the screen. So you'll see this a lot with my writing, and it's a habit I have to break, where I really like alliteration. Trish traverses the screen with ease, applying debilitating pressure one moment and barraging the enemy from a distance the next. This is actually like super true. She was such a good hit and run character that could absolutely make the most of distance and spacing. She was so good. While these hit and run tactics may seem annoying, Trish's invisible traps make reaching her for a little revenge that much more difficult. That was absolutely true. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, she'd put down the trap, the air trap, the ground trap. That she was so. Add in the fact that she has 2 long range hypers and her round harvest hyper. Why did I capitalize that? Traxon does great chip damage. Trish can keep you locked down without breaking a sweat. This is like 100% true. Modoc absolutely, like anyone with a tri dash I would say was not a zoner. People that were zoners, I think you could say Trish was a zoner, and Trish was absolutely a zoner. She had traps. She had making getting to her very, very difficult. She had her round harvest, which would basically just like blast people away, and like it could be used as rushdown. It's a rushdown pressure tool, but like she'd just be, get off of me. She could just float up into the sky and fucking rain electricity down on you. So Arthur, absolutely a zoner in every way, shape, and form. Let's see who's next. Who do we have here? Let's see if any of these guys are neither. So Doom is rushdown. Who are we kidding? He would just do jump H. He would just do dive kick and try to get in there. Okay. Meant to control space from a distance. So I kind of agree with you here, but I don't think Doom is a zoner in this game. So zoners, and you know what? I need to see who's even in MVC3. Uh, we'll go find the zoners. Hawkeye, zoner. Morgan, Jesus Christ, zoner. Nova. Phoenix Wright, a zoner. Chris, zoner. Rocket. Deadpool, I would say like heavily relies on zoning. With his bullets, with his guns. Ghost Rider, zoner, 100%. Beautiful Joe, I think one of the best ways to play Beautiful Joe is just charging up that damn boomerang. Yeah, back like the hype, the online hype around these games was nuts. Sentinel, not really his owner. I think. Oh, Doctor Strange definitely his owner. Doctor Strange definitely his owner. Dormammu definitely his owner. This game had definitely had some dedicated zoners. Captain America until he hit a shield toss, like zoner. But again, when you've got like when you have assists, it's so much easier to transition from zoning to you know like I don't know what this. Is. Wait, okay. So what did I say about Doom? Plasma beam, very reliable beam special, very true. And to control space from a distance. So I thought he was a zoner. That's because I didn't understand the power of foot dive. Foot dive. Foot dive. Yeah. Deadpool, Captain America, and Beautiful Joe as rushdowns. Frankly, with a game like MVC3 or any of these really crazy sandboxy games, beautiful thing is you can do whatever you want with your character, you know? Jill. What did I say here? Oh, I didn't say anything. Okay. So I was safe. I was safe. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, dude, Thor was absolutely a grappler. I definitely, I've got a, I've got a great little, if I can find it. I'm not saying we watched this video. But I had, what did I call it? Monsters. NBC3. That's one of my. Here we go. I did this one. Find some. Wow, 12 years ago, dude. 12 years ago was this combo? Oh, it wasn't really a combo video. What was this? Oh, this. Okay, so I did this. I used to do this thing with Hulk, where like I used Hulk anti-air assist second because I wanted. It was easier to pop them up into the top of the funnel, to get the slow knockdown, like that, and then he like knocks them up, and then whoop. I don't think I even used Arthur in this video. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Um, but this video here, Gods and Monsters, a UMVC, like this one, I have some cool ass combos. I don't know if you like grapplers. This was a cool video that I made that has some of. I think I have like Hulk's combos. I have some Hulk grab combos, and I have combos that start with Thor. I really liked Thor. Thor was that was basically my team there. That was a really fun. I'm so bad at these tag fighters. I have no. I'm not ashamed to admit. Okay. So She-Hulk. The She-Hulk versus Spencer. I think we all know She-Hulk is coming out on top there. A lot of different options. So, like I say, Jen has a lot of different options out of runner's start stance, but it's so funny how like in vanilla, like it's just the fact that you could mash light. You know, you could mash like crouching light kick or crouching light and hit confirm into whatever you wanted. Like that was what made her so strong. Obviously with everything else, but like what's his face Combo Fiend, proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that like that was her main strength. He was so good with every character. I love the fact that like before the game even came out, I had already put these two together, and then Peter just showed off. He just popped off so hard. I love that he had a team in MVC2, and then he had a team in MVC3. Like he had the Combo Fiend team. That was so cool. So yeah, like I think this was a good I think this is a good look at She-Hulk. I think this kind of stands up. Um, you can slide under projectiles, OTG, bounce off the wall. I mean, like that, like bounce off the wall to avoid hypers is like so weird. You would never do that to like avoid a hyper. You would never enter runner stance and then like you'd never do like down down, like down down special. And then like that would never happen. Um, Anti-air hyper, which is great. That's chronic, surprising those chronic jumpers for sure. Real strength lies in her assortment of unblockable instant stun command grabs. Like that was a huge part of her game actually while Peter was playing her was like landing the stun into Spencer. But yeah, one of those grabs sets you up for huge damage. I mean, yeah, that's true. I think overall I would give this like a 5 out of 10 on how well it stands up. Like the fact that yeah, like her power was in her like I mean they literally removed chaining the light kicks together for UMVC 3. Okay. For Spencer, actually I have the Bionic Commando. I have this game, the one for 360. Spencer was another one of my favorite characters in this game. Again, a grapple character, Jason. He had his command grab. Um, Spencer can use his bionic arm to swing around the screen, getting close, and to escape. Yeah, why wasn't I? Maybe Marvel didn't use Oxford commas. Huh. The wire grapple on hit pulls the enemy in for some meaty combos, as well as some quick and dirty damage, utilizing his easily comboable Bionic Lancer Hyper. He also has an unblockable command grab, and his wire grappling can be used in the air after a combo to OTG, relaunch, and reset for some truly impressive beatdowns. This, yeah, I don't really know what this like last bit is weird. Yeah, I like focus here, like wire grapple, and then I saw talk about a command grab and his wire grapple again. So like I should have kept everything with, you know what I'm talking about. I should have kept all the wire grapple to itself and then just say, hey, he has some super good close combat options with his command grab. Obviously, yeah. Let's see what else. El Fuerte, yeah, this guy was on point. On point. Okay. Who else? And you gotta remember, like the vanilla base roster was it smaller? Did they add anybody for UMVC3? Remember. Shuma Gorath versus Chris Redfield. Now that is a very one-sided fight. Extra dimensional being versus dude with guns. Don't get me wrong. He could fight some tyrants. But I'm not sure that he would stand a chance against. Oh my god. Okay. There's good. Okay. Okay, this was good. Playstyle. And She-Hulk was so fun. It was dope. This is all about controlling space. 100%. Mid-screen, gunfire, grenade toss, flamethrower, shotgun, chip damage. Oh yeah. So much chip. When his landmines explode, there's a smoldering flame on the ground that forces enemies to take to the sky if they want to rush down. Combination punch, super easy to combo into it, gives you a free grenade launcher hyper for big damage. Chris is the epitome of a running gun character. That was pithy and fun. I like that. That's a good way to end it right there. Epitome of a running gun character, because that's exactly what he did. And still does to this day. See what else do we have? Second. Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. Shuma. Oh, that's right. Flirt's moveset in MVC2 or MVC3 is amazing. I love that shit. Also, I think it's spelled Clirt. Hold on, let's go check. Oh, can we see this? I have a badass uh, super scroll. I don't actually realize I didn't. I don't actually need these on. I'm not listening to anything. Um, yeah, he has a bad. He's got a badass action figure, Fantastic Four action figure. Okay, so so potentially tied for best character in the game. I don't know what the tier lists look like. I think in most tier lists, Virgil is like S plus tier. I imagine Zero isn't that low, isn't that far away. Um, who wins? I don't know who wins this fight. Down to the comments. Who won? Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Zero has a freaking Z sword lightsaber. Start very damaging like this. Okay. Play style. This is true. Play style. Spider-Man's all about getting up close and personal. Close the distance. Web zip. And it can be canceled for surprise. Okay, good job. Spider swing helps immensely in block strings. Abuse was already used. Okay, yeah. Spider swing is like the swing. Comboed into and out of for some awesome punt. Okay. Jumps to escape. Use the ultimate web throw and unblockable grab. It's funny. I don't think I ever see anybody really using ultimate web throw except for in resets. So like, not really good here. Also, I think like at the time, like yeah, like I don't think anybody really used Spider-Man in vanilla. I think there was who was that? Mame Spider-Man was like the only Spider-Man player I remember hitting like the big time. Now like Mario 19 is super sick with his Ryu Spider-Man Wolverine team. But yeah, there's not a lot here. I think this is all right, and I think like Spider-Man's sort of niche kind of changed back in the day, where like yeah, he was much more about like web throw and what was it web toss web throw? No, it was web throw later in the game because you could combo so reliably off of it. He became not. I think he could counter zone against dudes unexpectedly. Okay, Zero. Sick normals that hit multiple times, special cancelable, lead to very big damage. That's true. Okay, so because of these multi-hit normals, Zero has a surprisingly efficient pressure game. I don't know why it's surprisingly. He just does. Zero is amazing. He has a host of projectiles to help balance out his arsenal. Once you get in, you can launch your foe for big damage. I gotta stop saying big damage. Combo potential. Yeah, if you've ever seen Mario 19's, I love watching him play, especially against like top tier threats. It's I love watching underdogs, or like lower tier characters, and his team is so fucking cool. I love Ryu in MVC3. I think I think Ryu's cool. I love Ryu in MVCI. I love watching him. Um, yeah, and it's so funny that I call out Ryokoha or whatever his. So I use his X Buster to launch and then destroy with a hard hitting OTG hyper. Like, dude, nobody ever used the rainbow. Like, nobody ever used that. They just saved up for his install and like got the clone and like that was it. Like free 50/50s. That shit was yeah. Zero obviously wins this fight in the game. Yeah, this is this one was not that. This one was okay. This one was okay. Okay, what's next? Who's next? I loved writing this shit up. Oh, speaking of Wolverine, and again, yeah, here's Akuma. I think this is like it's so funny that now that like these two specifically are like this was Justin's team. Uh, I didn't even fucking try. Wolverine is pure rush. I didn't even try when I wrote this. I'm so surprised they weren't like, Ben, you can't just say that. You need to give us more than Wolverine is pure rush. But it's true, man. That is true. Berserker Barrage, Berserker Slash was like this is like one of the most broken moves and not broken, but one of the hardest to block moves, especially after an Akumatatsu. What's going on, Blade? How you doing, brother? This is we're looking at all of my old Marvel writing from back when. Yeah, like I was right. It is pure rush. That is 100% true. But yeah, Berserker Slash was so fucked up. The fact that you could like choose which side and it was so damn fast, especially after you were sped up. Oh my god. Okay, what do I say? Okay, so I did notice or I did call out that Akuma has lower health than everybody else. Demon flip mix-ups, that's true. He didn't have the throw though. So like the mix-ups out of Demon flip weren't that bad. I don't even were they even overheads? The kick wasn't an overhead, right? I don't he just all he had was fireball, punch, and kick, right? And then lands his hurricane kick. Okay, that's true. I think I used hurricane kick because I don't think anybody knew. I don't think anybody would have let me do like the Tatsumaki Senpukyaku. I don't think they would have let me write that. Which sets him up for a free launcher. Once airborne, Akuma can land and either in the air combo or off an OTG fireball. Okay, so I called out some shit pretty early. Once airborne, Akuma can land one of two air fireball hypers, either in the air combo, so like when you're just like landing it, or off an OTG fireball. Now, I don't think that was a thing, an OTG fireball, but I think what I meant was after you do all the fucking fireballs in the air, and then as you're dropping, you shoot a fireball, a diagonal fireball, and then land and do the big one at the end. Akuma has ridiculously quick normals, brutal combos, comma. Dude, they must not have liked Oxford commas when I was there. And a level 3 Shungoku Oh, and I spelled this wrong, didn't I? There's no T, it's not Statsu. Shun. Hold on. Yeah, I fucked that up. And honestly, that's on me. Because no one on my team would have known that. None of the editors would have known that. Okay, who wins this fight? I mean, I don't actually think it's a contest. I think Wolverine carves up Akuma. I don't see how anybody. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how anybody bests Wolverine from Capcom's side, frankly. Also, our boy Wolvie has plot armor up to wazoo. Okay, this is an interesting one. Oh, also check out. So this dude, you guys, I loved this shit. So when I was writing for Marvel, I think I actually took a lot from my. I have kept a lot of my Marvel writing like antics, my style, which is like almost problematic, because I write in alliteration. So I write in like the Marvel style. It's like fairly bombastic, but like I get to write fun shit like Ames, so like we're pitting MODOK, Ames' malevolent, mega-minded, mechanized scientist, against the mechanical might of Tronbon. Like the M's, the number of M's I put into that piece, you guys, is awesome. I'm deeply satisfied by that sentence. Okay, MODOK. Playstyle, little to no range on a vast majority of his normals. So like his kicks, but like what the fuck was I thinking? His heavies are just like laser blasts, like big ass laser blasts that have great range. He also has the gun and the puddle. Hold on. Luckily, okay, so extremely susceptible to rush down. I mean, that's true. Huge hitbox, very thick boy. The trick is to build understanding with analysis cube quickly. And then I think understanding only gave you it just put stacks into his beam hyper, right? It just increased the damage of that. It wasn't anything else. So okay, this is like a 3 out of 10 playstyle judgment. Okay. Tron is all about creating pressure situations with Bond Strike. Is Bond Strike her drill? Training her opponents to block and then catching them with her command grab, the Bond Mixer. Okay, that's definitely not how she played. She just jumped and used jumping heavy. That was how she played. She can low OTG assist into a whole host of damaging combos. So I actually don't know what this means here. Was I trying to say that with a low OTG assist, she could so beware her throws? I don't actually know what I meant here. So this is like lots of points off of me for doing this. Serve bot launcher and beacon bomb to make space, keep opponents from rushing her down. Phenomenal normals. Tron's going to see herself working on point more than her MVC2 incarnation ever did. Okay, that's like legit. That is a like if we've seen anything from like Abigen, like if you've seen Abigen play, like he plays Tron, Thor, She-Hulk, like that's a good. I made a good call there. That was legit from me. I knew what I was doing. Yeah, because I mean, most people, and I'm not saying like everybody, but like a lot of people use Tron just for her glitch damage on her like what was that, the disc, like for one assist. Okay, pitting Sentinel versus Shenko. I think Sentinel takes this in the game at least. I don't know if Magic. So Sentinel was a monster in vanilla. Total monster. Oh, this is super weird. I wonder what happened here. Something went wrong. Huh. Oh, you know what? This wasn't me. This was just they were entering. This wasn't a showdown. Okay, and here's the scroll. We love Klurt. Alien super soldier with the power set of the Fantastic Four and the red hot action star Beautiful Joe. Okay, so this is cool. I think that I don't know who wins this fight in universe. Skrull's a jack of all trades, rush you down, pulp you from mid-screen with his tenderizer, and snipe you out of the air from almost a full screen away with his unblockable command grab. So I do like that I called out that. Quick normals, great specials with the ability. Dude, yes, it's they didn't like Oxford commas. I would never have dropped this many Oxford commas. And the ability to OTG into level 1 and level 3. OTG level 1. What did I mean by that? He has 2 level 1s. He has the Spinny. And he has the Supernova. Maybe I just meant like he does have Meteor Smash. Yeah, maybe that's just what I meant. Okay, it makes sense. He does have quick normals. He's got great normal. Dude, his forward, what was that? Heavy forward heavy or forward medium? The fucking like forward advancing overhead. That's so dirty. Um okay, Joe is a pixie character, low on health, big on speed and combos. So that's true. Okay, this is also true. So we're like low on health, big on speed. True. Doesn't do much damage and his diminutive limbs lack reach. Okay, okay. Red hot kick gets him in fast. Boom. That's on point too. Once he's in close, comma, he can slow his enemy's movement speed to a crawl with one hyper and pound on them and fast forward with another. Also true. Also being one of the shortest characters, he ducks under quite a few normal attacks, forcing enemies to adapt to their battle plan accordingly. Now, I don't think he ducked under that many normals. Right? Like maybe stuff like Hulk's standing medium punch. He would not get hit by. I don't actually know. I want to say he didn't actually get. Yeah. Okay, Ryu versus Iron Man. So obviously Iron Man pieces up that motherfucker. But this is cool. Okay, Iron Man can fight you from a distance using Unimine and Repulsor Blast. I would say, yeah, Iron Man would sort of piece you up. He would tenderize you. He would do the clert and tenderize you, and then get in. Launcher lacks horizontal distance. It's fast, comma, so don't be surprised to find yourself airborne and combo for big damage when the Armored Avenger is on the screen. Yeah, a lot of using their monikers. Unibeam, Repulsor Blast. They really buffed Repulsor Blast in the other game with the explosion. Couple that with the fact that after an air combo, he can smart bomb OTG into his proton cannon hyper. You have a very real threat on your hands. Okay, this is like very general. Nothing really interesting here. Very general. Ryu can throw Hadokens that cause a ton of hit stun and work from there, comma, or get right in his opponent's face using his amazing martial abilities to combo his enemies into his Shinku Hadoken hyper for awesome damage. Okay, that's true. That's like not good. That's not good writing. I am actually always surprised though. Have you ever gotten hit by a fucking Hadoken? It's like in that game you just stop. Like everything stops around you. You're like, it seems like you're stunned for forever. Hulk level. Jason, you would be friends with my buddy K. He loves theorycraft and shit like that. Hulk level super strength durability. Yeah. You'd just be the Hulk in Injustice. Yeah, he loves doing that shit. I almost never think about so I think about the characters that I'd like to see. What do we got here? Teach enemies to respect your Shoryuken to them when they jump in. Work your hurricane kicks into his air combo so you can cancel again into the I think. Okay, this was kind of cool though. The Marvel heroes must defeat Shenlong if they want to stand a chance. Like that's kind of cool. That's a cool call out. If anybody was I think I was the only fighting game player at Marvel at this time. Anybody who like knew anything about fighting games. Definitely on the digital team. No one appreciated that. Actually, let's see if anybody down here. Yeah, nobody gets my funny shit. Nobody gets my FGC callouts. Okay, what's our last one? This isn't the last one, I don't think, but scroll. Who haven't we done? Modoc. You know, I wrote a an Evo wrap up for MVC3. I called out like yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. Because that was kind of cool. That like I was like, hey, Evo's a big deal. Can I write about the Marvel versus I yeah, I should find that. Oh, dude, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff that like brought me life. Today we're pitting Hagar, Capcom's mustachioed mayor of Metro City, against the Green Goliath, the Incredible Hulk. Like, mustachioed mayor of Metro City is just so awesome. Okay, the Hulk is all about quick and dirty combos that put the hurt on his enemies. That's just not true. The Hulk has, as shown by Kane Blue River, dude, Hulk has some of the longest fucking combos in the game. Just corner to corner, fucking so much. Okay. Hulk's normal moves have great range and do some seriously savage damage at the cost of speed. That's true. They don't do that much. Aerial movement is limited. True. Aerial combos bring pain. You can OTG with Gamma Tsunami Hyper. Yeah, like that's fine. It's not like next level. Colossus from the X-Men. He would have been cool to see in this game. Like Hulk, Hager is all about big damage. He's faster than Banner's alter ego, and his fighting style is a little more refined. I think that's true. A little more refined. Hagar does need to get in close, but oh, dude, you remember Day One Pipe? Fucking Day One Pipe was holy shit. Nobody could block Pipe. I remember the Pipe was a problem for the Pipe was a problem. Alliteration there for a while. Hagar needs to get in close. Once he's in, he's not leaving till you're hurting. I don't think that's true. He can mix solid normal attacks with some nasty unblockable command grabs. That is true. Also, Hagar's pile drivers shatter psyches. Believe it. I don't think I was into Naruto at the time. Naruto? I've never seen an episode or read the manga. I don't know why this is here. But I'm glad it is. So I'm missing like some characters from the roster. Right? Like I don't have Crimson Viper, I don't have Taskmaster. Maybe I didn't do everybody. I don't think I wrote this. Pipe was just the ground bounce, dude. The ground bounce was just it had so much priority. So much priority. Let's see, okay. Spider-Man and Wesker, X-23. Okay, so this is all the announcements for characters joining in the year before. Yeah, it wasn't until the end of January where I started pumping these out. I wonder how I chose these. I don't remember how I did this. I'm surprised Wesker isn't on here. Let's see. This will we can go here and it'll give us a new MVC3 thing. Yeah, this was like such a cool time in my life, like getting to write for Marvel, getting to put my name on the website. Of course now like, it doesn't exist anymore. But it was cool. Oh, I guess maybe this is my last one. No, because I did February, right? Yeah, I did Feb. Yeah, we just can't. The related news is funky. Okay, so this was sick, but I gotta show you guys also. So because I was such a big fan, like this was like 2011 was like right at the start of like not right at the start, but like I think this is maybe 2 years into Mike Ross and Gutek's um, cross counter. And do I have my cross? Uh, way back. No, no. Marvel Puzzle Quest. I used to write a lot for games. Can you click on this stuff? I rarely use the Wayback Machine, so I'm not actually sure how this works. Because I did a whole series. I think with like 10, not that. Oh, this is jank as fuck. Year of production. Beanox back on Spider-Man. That's actually super cool. Dude, is this when they were announcing back when they announced where did it go? Yeah, Shattered Dimensions. That's sick. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot here. Also, super weird looking at all this stuff like this. But of course, this is yeah, a janky snapshot from way back when. So, um, James Chen. Oh man, okay. So now I'm gonna have to. I used to have this old site, I Speak Comics, where I would write about comics and games. So I did a lot of. I really liked this game. This was TMNT Out of the Shadows stuff here. I reviewed some comic books. This is my Raphael analysis. It would be so like I was doing this stuff before people were like reacting and like analyzing stuff. Was in 2013, so I think YouTube started in 2009. I could have made a name for myself reacting to videos. I just didn't have any recording software back in the day. Um, Worked for Symbalia, some interviews with comic book creators. I spoke at some conventions. The fuck. So I actually like I was able to pitch a series where I talked to James Chen, I talked to Ultra David, I talked to Combo Fiend, I talked to Justin Wong, I talked to Mike Ross, I talked to Gutex. I interviewed all these dudes about um yeah, I interviewed all these dudes about MVC3 and like yeah. Check this out. Ultra David, freelance writer. Okay. I think that I can't remember if let's look at James Chan. The James is really the only one I remember because James spoke very eloquently about the game and like how to like learn the game and stuff. This will be the last thing, and then this is gonna be like a this is a shorter weird stream. I just kind of wanted to look at this stuff and with you guys, you can see like I actually like I wrote this stuff back in the day. Fucking fun. Not to like show off, but I have some like interesting credentials, you know? This is a weird thing. This happened the last time. I'm not sure why. Hulk. That's why I didn't. Okay, let's try Justin. Do I have Justin's? Copy link address. Let's try. Oh, so it just spits you back out. Stop, stop. Oh, it needs a new calendar date. Maybe that's why. Because it was. Let's look this up on the web. Internet Archive. Let's go back. I'm curious. I haven't read this. I haven't read this one with Justin in like forever. I can't even remember the last time I. Uh, hold on. Internet Archive. Okay, first published in 2011, July 2nd, 2011. So this is 4 months, basically 5 months after the game was released. And I'm curious, what did Justin say? I mean, had he was the first Evo over at this point? This week we've got fighting game legend and king of MVC2 Justin Wong online to talk about MVC3. Need to know team dynamic. Oh, the fuck is this? Online to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Need to know team dynamics plus tips and tricks to help you level up your game. So, dude, I'm like in pain looking at some of this stuff. But here, like you'll see, like I did Ultra. Oh, you can't see that. I have Ultra David, Mike Ross, Gutex, Keats. I know I had Combo Fiend. I had like an absolute pleasure talking to Combo Fiend. That dude was sick. Um, this game's pretty cool. Let me try it out. They just beat me down so bad. So Justin Wong started when he was in 8th grade in the arcades. Okay, so Justin liked that they were creative and diverse. Very hard to utilize them against top dogs. Okay, so yeah, like here you can pick She-Hulk and win. MVC2. I mean, obviously the tiers are super stratified in that game, but I love watching underdogs. MVC2, there were only a few viable team choices. So everyone has cheap tools, and X Factor helps a lot. Like that's true. Without hit stun deterioration, I think I included this bit here. There would be infinites everywhere because they added hit stun. Characters like Magneto are fightable now. Force you to be more creative. I remember this was one of their things. We always had to do like the titles of video games had quotations. Yeah. I used to watch a lot of Wednesday Night Fights. I feel like Wednesday Night Fights was like the destination for fighting game content. Um, like early, right when streaming was just becoming a thing. Um, I to this day, uh, I wonder if Justin was serious. When you're picking your team, do you keep an eye out for certain character traits or specific moves that you'd like to integrate into your gameplay, into your play style? Justin Wong, I think the first thing I think about when I pick a team is whether or not their outfits are a match. But holy shit, did he use Black Wolverine? Did he use Black Wolverine? Because like if he used X Factor Wolverine, X Force Wolverine, Storm was wearing black, and Akuma was wearing black. I think he used blue and yellow Wolverine though. Hold on. Hold on. Let's check the record. Let's check way back when. Uh Justin Wong. Evo MVC3. Let's see his team. If he uses no, 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 no. So this is UMVC3. I just want to see. Yeah, he lied to us, gang. He was trolling me. He was trolling me. Yeah, I think he used yellow and blue. Let's take a quick look. Dear God, this is taking forever. We've got our ads because, of course, we do. All right. Okay, Justin, let me see. Yeah, he was lying. Though he could have had a perfectly amazing team there. All right. I like that. How does it translate worth? Oh, ton of damage. Hailstorm. This game, I think this game was made for the cash, so they can try to have fun. Nail down your execution, trading mode. Yeah. Silver Silver Surfer. This dude, Justin and I, we are so on. Okay, so back in the day when I was doing these, sorry, I was just reading and not talking. Basically, you can. The last thing I would do for all of these interviews is I was like, hey, what power would you guys want? And this is just as he could teleport anywhere, anytime, like super fast, like instant transmission style. And so this would also be my choice for a power. Instant transmission to anywhere. And anything that I'm holding. And you know what I would do with it? I would charge companies out the fucking ass for uh for like same day delivery. If you need something somewhere crazy, like boom. I would just like it would cost you $1,000,000, but you would pay it. And then I would also help out people. I would subsidize helping out other people in need, getting people to the hospital, blah 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 blah. And this was sick. Okay, what did I think Mike Ross was exactly like Mike Ross from like I think Mike Ross is exactly who Mike Ross is. He was not like there's no facade, there's no like Mike Ross is not a character. Mike Ross is Mike Ross. I think I had a lot of fun talking to him too. I think we vibed. He liked Thor. He liked grabbing things. Like I liked Mike Ross. I had fun talking with him. I gotta find this Combo Fiend one. We gotta find Combo Fiend because I'm actually now really curious. Okay, so yeah, Mike. What was Mike's power? Communicate with anything organic. I would be able to communicate with all organic life forms. Doctor Doolittle, but more Doctor Doolot. What the fuck, Mike? That's so stupid and good. That fly on the wall, spying. Silverback gorillas as my bodyguards, awesome. Yeah, Mike was a blast. I should tweet all these dudes. I should hit them all up on the internet and ask them if their powers stay the same. Yeah. I should ask. And what did I know I did Peter. Maybe I interviewed him and it never came out. Oh, Nah, man, dang. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not in here. That's a shame. I had a really good time talking with him. I wonder if I posted. I had Keats, Gutex, Mike Ross. I'll have to go through. Anyway, back in the day, I was writing a lot about MVC3. I did some stuff about MVC2 way back when too, as well. And that shit was dope. That shit was dope back in the day. Like I had so much fun doing this, and I think like a lot of this writing, um, a lot of this writing kind of helped define kind of like what I wanted to do with my life. Like I wanted to write. Also, I think this is Mark Brooks. Is Mark Brooks? Or is this a Japanese artist? Oh, it's Alvin Lee. So funny story, dudes. Alvin Lee did a whole bunch of art for the Street Fighter comics, but he also worked for Riot Games when I was there, and I was like so starstruck when I saw him. Like I think those books started coming out from Udon like way back in the day, and oh man, I was so hyped to meet him. He was the coolest looking dude, so snazzily dressed. Like people at Riot, in like in game dev in general, you get like there's no dress codes. So you get a bunch of people who look kind of goofy and like not goofy. That's not the right. Unkempt. I think is like a generous term, but like they're not dressing to impress. Alvin looked so fucking fashionable all the time. Like that dude knew how to dress. He knew how to like hold himself. He was a cool looking guy and so incredibly talented. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna maybe I'll make this a thing. Maybe I'll make this a thing. I'll go back in time. I'll tweet at everybody, and we'll see if they still. I wonder if any of those guys would get on the phone with me and record something. It'll be 15 years since I did this. 14 years. Anyway, another content idea for the channel, another time. I think that's it, you guys. Sorry for like if you were looking for if you're looking for gameplay or stuff. I don't have X-Men Destiny yet, so we're gonna get on that. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Look down my own memory lane. This old stuff that I really enjoyed doing back in the day. Um, yeah, this is cool shit. I really enjoyed this. All this stuff. Did I do this? Yeah, unlimited highlights way back when. Gosh, so long ago. Out of the shadows with some Mikey stuff. So sick. That's it. If anybody, yeah, thank you I appreciate it, Jason. This is definitely an interesting one. One that is definitely not catered to like this is a just talking stream. But yeah, maybe next time we'll do something else. Something else. Dude, now I want to play TMNT Out of the Shadows, but I have to I have to get my 360 going. I don't think I can download it on my Xbox Series X despite owning it. Some weird licensing stuff. Anyway, wait. So John Buren, the guy who drew this is a sick piece. It's just it's funny who you meet, who you meet, who you learn, or you like. So John Buren, I ended up working with at Riot as well, which was super cool. But he did this piece for such a fucking cool, such a cool. He also did Diablo comics back in the day. I love these like lanky gorilla arms, so good. I'm gonna have to read this. Maybe release something about this too. Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe on all my shit. It's super cool. I've been releasing a whole bunch of shorts lately. They're really easy for me to make. I'm still currently looking for work, so a lot of my time is looking for jobs. Spent looking for jobs. And so yeah, I like shorts are really easy ways for me to like cut up my streams and or cut up my Shazam matches or other bits of gameplay, just plop them on the internet. So definitely check them out, see if you like them. Let me know, leave me some comments. But otherwise, yeah, thank you for watching, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace, gang.